Hey everybody, it's Rachel O here for AmazingGoodwill.com. And for starters, I know that you guys are probably listening to my voice and saying, what's going on? I'm recently getting over a really bad virus, and so I apologize for the crackly old lady voice in advance. But as always, the show must go on, and so I am here to show you guys 5 things every thrift store shopper absolutely must know. So if you want to see my tips, please stay tuned and watch today's video. Alright guys, so let's go shopping. My first tip is to inspect your merchandise. Look at the fabric, make sure that the item still looks brand new, almost new. Look at things like buttons. Does the item need to be dry cleaned? The goal is to take home items that look as good as new. So make sure you inspect your merchandise. Don't forget to shop the cases in the store. Oftentimes they have the most valuable merchandise. This is a Vera Bradley purse. You can also find things like DVDs, vintage jewelry, and I really love this purse. I think it'd be perfect for traveling in the summertime. Also look for household goods. This would be perfect for like a college student, or maybe you have a newlywed that's on a budget. Things like this you can always find, and I thought this is a beautiful setup. Furniture is also great for shopping at Goodwill. This is a recliner and also other furniture items. Know how to clean your merchandise. A lot of people, one of the reasons why they don't really get the interest in thrift shopping or maybe a little grossed out by it is because of the idea of wearing someone else's clothes. And don't get me wrong, I get it. Germs are everywhere, so I can certainly understand why some people would have that feeling. However, if you own a washer and a dryer, even if you don't, there's a local laundromat around you, you can always find out the best way to cleanse your merchandise so that you don't have to worry about bringing any of those germs home with you. So take, for example, these really cute red shoes that I got at my local Goodwill. These were like $15, I think. Super cute, right? And I haven't even worn these yet, sad to say. But basically, what I typically do with shoes was once I bring them home, I get a Lysol wipe, an antibacterial Lysol wipe, and I scrub out the sides of the shoe, the bottom of the shoe. Might even put a little bit of alcohol in there, spray them down with Lysol, and you're good to go. So this is just an example of how you can clean shoes. There's lots of other things that you can find out in regards to how to launder your clothing and things of that nature. As a matter of fact, I did a previous blog post on AmazingGoodwill.com where you might want to check out some of my tips on how you can take the clothing home and make sure that you clean them really well. But it's definitely really important that you know how to clean your merchandise. Your tip number 3 is size doesn't matter. So obviously when you go to a store where you're buying brand new clothing, you can go in and pick up your usual size 10 and you get it home and it fits. Well, because you're buying previously worn merchandise, oftentimes things will have been washed and dried previously. So let's say you're normally a size 10, you might find out that you're a size 12. Now, this doesn't always happen because, as I've shown you guys many times before here on AmazingGoodwill.com, that you can actually find a lot of new items with the tag still on at the Goodwill thrift store. And you can also find items that are gently used and do fit you properly. But what I'm trying to say is basically don't focus so much on the size. If you see something that looks really cute, take it in the dressing room, try it on, and you never know. Even though you would normally fit a size large, you may be able to fit a medium or a small. I've even had that to happen. Or you might be able to fit an extra large where you would not normally be able to fit an extra large. So definitely keep in mind that size doesn't matter at Goodwill. All right, you guys. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my tips today. You can read my weekly fashion column at AmazingGoodwill.com, where I'm giving you the absolute best tips for thrift shopping at Goodwill. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm going to go now and take care of this voice of mine, and I'll see you next week with more tips and tricks. Mwah.